Namaste everyone and thank you so much for joining today. My name is Prasnit Naik and I am super excited to talk with you about something that's shaping the future of web development and artificial intelligence. So let's talk a little bit about me. I'm a web developer with experience in building modern web solutions and like many of you, I have been curious and excited about how AI is changing our industry. In this session, we will explore how AI is making our work smarter and faster. Let's look at some tools that can help us and even dive into a quick demo to see it all in action. By the end, my goal is for you to walk away with practical ideas and inspiration to use AI in your own projects. So let's dive in. So start with the big question. How is AI actually changing the web development? So AI is no longer a buzzword. It's actively shaping the way we work, code, design, and deliver experience online. Whether you are a developer or a techie or just someone curious about how AI can make your life easier, this session has something for you. Think about the typical challenges we face as developers: debugging code, creating designs, testing applications, or even writing documents. These tech tasks can be time consuming and repetitive, right? So, this is where AI steps in to make our task easier. Imagine having an assistant who never gets tired, never complains, and works at lightning speed. That's AI for you. Okay. So let's move to the next part. For example, coding assistants. Like we can see here some coding assistants such as GitHub Copilot and ChatGPT, right? So these tools like GitHub Copilot are game changers. You write a comment in the plain English and it generates the code for you. Need a login form? Just describe it and boom, it's done. It's like a math. We will see about it in later in this video. So I have made a video on it. Check out on my YouTube channel to know more about it. Then let's talk about debugging. So how many hours have you spent hunting down bugs? AI powered tools like Code or even ChatGPT can analyze your code, pinpoint the issue, and sometimes even we suggest fixes. Okay. So let's talk about design. So design automation is changing rapidly. For our friends in UI UX, AI is revolutioning in design tools such as Figma plugins powered by AI can resize elements, generate design ideas, or even create entire layouts based on your input. So now let's talk about content generation. So if we need any type of content generation, like we can see here some content generation types of AI such as Jasper AI, which is very popular nowadays. So need a blog post, product description, or SEO meta text for a site. AI tools like Jasper or ChatGPT can change the complete scenario. Like they can generate some beautiful meta text and the suitable blocks for your site. So it can save manual of hours of work. So what's amazing is that these tools don't just save time, they make our work more precise and help us focus on what really matters, building great experience for users too. But let me clear, AI is not here to replace us, it's here to empower us. It takes over the repetitive tasks so we can channel our energy into creativity, problem solving, and innovation. And that's what makes it so powerful. All right, so let's move to the next topic, which is emerging trends in AI and web development. So imagine visiting a website that feels like it was just built for you, suggesting products that you might like, showing content to your interest, and even adapting its layout to suit your preference. And that would be super awesome because AI is what makes this level of personalization possible. So another trend is AI powered accessibility. So making website inclusive for people with disabilities is no longer an afterthought. AI tools now can automatically detect issues like missing alt text, poor color contrast, or unclear navigation, and AI-powered screen reader and keyboard navigation accessibility adjustments. Like they can tell you what is happening on the screen without even need to read. They can tell whatever to do and what is the main perspective of your choice. So they are advancing a lot more in this accessibility section, such as Neuralink is achieved this type of things in the past. So in future they might go to advanced of it. So next trend is low code or no code platform. So this is basically made for non-developers who want to build any type of websites. Platforms like Webflow and Bubble are making it easier than ever to create websites and apps without writing a single line of code. While some might see these platforms as a competition, I see them as opportunities. They allow us to focus on and custom solutions while empowering non developers to bring their ideas to life. Finally, let's talk about content automation. AI tools are helping businesses create everything from marketing copy to entire blog posts in minutes. This is not only saves time but also ensures content is optimized for SEO and engagement. We just need to optimize the prompts for this type of things and we will get the best out of the best results according to our prompts. The takeaway here is that AI is not just a tool, it's shaping the future of web development. It's making our work more efficient, inclusive, and innovative. So let's go for the demo. So now we are going to see the AI in action. What is actually AI is capable of, and we will see some small demos of AI. So let's start it. So first of all, we will go to the Vercel B0. So if you don't know, this is Vercel B0, and we are going to use it for some basic tasks, such as let's say we will build uh, Vercel. Let's make a admin dashboard and add or be and use Satcn, Tailwind and TypeScript. Okay, so let's see how is it building the admin dashboard. So we will do it, and it's going to explain everything. And it is saying that I will create an admin dashboard using Satcn. Okay, so it's good building the dashboard, and you can see here that it is giving us the code to we can directly deploy from here. Okay, so it's creating, it's taking time, and dashboard is already created. Dashboard's layout is already created. Sidebar is also created, which looks cool, quite good. Okay, so it changed the page.tsx and the layout of the app. All right, so let's see. It is creating now the dashboard content. Let's see. And it's updating the tailwind too. Like you can see here the update of the tailwind CSS, which is going to available in globally. All right. So let's wait. Okay. I think it is preparing, and you can see here that it is quite decent dashboard. I can't believe that it is creating such a good dashboard, and it is only for front end. Okay. Yep. It's only for front end, and I did not ask it for back end, but it looks quite good to me. And you can see here that it is used to Satchian perfectly, and everything looks good to me. All right, let's say add other pages to with proper linking such as analytics, which is most important, then users and settings. All right. So we set it to that to add everything like other pages. Like you can see here that I can't click on settings. If I'm clicking, then it is saying that setting page is not available. So we are saying that uh, let's build those pages. Okay. So add other pages to with the proper linking so that the analytics and then users and settings. Okay, it can understand whatever I will say. So let's see what is it going to give us. Oops, I forgot about the dark theme. I think that's not necessary for now, but we will ask about it. Okay, it's updating the sidebar .tsx. And of course, do remember that Vercel Visual is perfectly optimized for TypeScript. So don't forget to use TypeScript. Okay, so it's not doing its work with .tsx. Then it created users folder. Then inside that, it created page.tsx. After that, let's see what is it is going to do. Okay, it's creating the setting pages too. Nice. I am waiting for the output. Okay, it created analytics and then page.tsx, page.tsx. And one more thing, you don't need to open your code or ID. You can deploy it from directly from here and see the preview too. But we can't see it now because it's doing its work. Okay, now you can see it. Let's see the work. Wow. Okay, dashboard is same. A little bit mistake here. Okay, that's fine. Analytics, I think it need to be improved. Okay, let's fix these errors with the Vercel V0. Okay, let's see. I think it will take time to now. Okay, that's fine. All right, so I asked you to click the things and it said that it forgot to install the npm packages which is richard, which is very popular in library for the chart components. So let's see how it is now. Oh wow, look at the analytics. It looks quite good. Then users, wow, can't believe you just created in a seconds. And then settings, wow, can't believe that it is created by AI. And I don't think this is bad. And we can add anything we want, save changes. Oh, nice, nice. So this was a demo for Vercel V0, but don't worry, we will explore another AI tool too. So just wait and watch. All right, so now we are with the GitHub Copilot, which became free in the 2023 December, and it was a really big game changer. So we will ask about uh, to create a landing page for the developers. Okay, but we are going to use only HTML, CSS, and vanilla JavaScript. So let's see how it is going to work. Okay. So let me add another file style.css and script.js too. Okay. And you can use the Copilot chat from here. So if we will ask, uh, and another thing that you can change your model to from your cloud 3.5 GP40, I mean 4, sorry, and O1 preview as well as O1 mini preview. So let's start it. So first of all, we are going to ask it uh, create a landing page. Landing no, I can say portfolio. Okay, let's see portfolio website. Portfolio website for a new white developer and make it modern, stunning, as well as beautiful too. But use only HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, and we will see that, and don't forget to use any kind of animations and do it with proper comments. Okay, let's see how is it going to work. Okay, we gave it the instruction that it will do our portfolio website for a newbie. Okay, let's see how it is going to work. So it's creating structure by structure for C HTML structure with the sections for hero landing page, then about page, skills page, projects and contact. Then styles for modern color scheme and responsive design. Wow, that's impressive. And then smooth animations, glass morphism effects, and JavaScript for smooth scrolling, dynamic typing effect, project filters, and dark and light theme, which is the basic thing of any website. So let's see how it is working. All right. So it generated the HTML file. So to apply it, just click it here, apply in editor, and let's go. It will take a little bit time, but it is worth it. All right. So it is writing by itself. I'm not doing anything or typing on keyboard like you can see here. It's working fine and just done. It's completed. Just click on accept changes and all set. All right. So let's go to the style sections. I mean the CSS part. So let's add it. Just click on apply in editor and it will do the stuffs. Okay, let's see how it is going to work. Wow, it's working completely fine and it is writing super fast. Great, that's awesome. But I don't think that it is going to do some kind of modern website. But let's see. We don't know about the results till now. Okay, so now let's apply the JavaScript to. Let's see how it is going to work. All right, so it is applying the JavaScript to, and let's accept the changes and all that. Now we will see the output. So I will click here, and wow, okay. I think it forgot to add the CSS. Okay, style.css and style.css. I think there is no issue with it. But I think it should add other things to. Oh, let's wait. Actually, I tested it now, but our file name and everything is perfect. But if I'm removing the CSS and this is what is happening. Okay, so I think it should work a little bit more because it doesn't look like any kind of good site for now. Okay, so let's expand it. Let's see how it is going to work. So this is how it is looking like now, and I don't think that it is good. Let's say tag thing and tag thing is not working. I think I should tell it to work it on little bit, and I will let you know what is going to happen next. All right, so let's say to like all right, so let's make it more modern and beautiful too. And don't add any type of assets, just plain, as well as make it uh, more perfect too. Let's see how it is going to work. I said it to make it modern as for the new website standards. All right, so let's see how it is going to work. I said it to make it modern and as well as to make it more beautiful and everything. Let's see how it is going to give us the output. Okay, so it's changing the index of HTML. I think yep. It's adding the things more better for now. Uh, but I don't think this is going to work a little bit more. Let's see. Okay, so it's going to apply the code without even interrupting. I mean, I don't need to do anything. It will apply automatically with the proper changes. Okay, now you can see here that it's applying the things and yes, it's working perfectly. But for now, I don't think that it's going to work. Let's see how it is going on. Okay, I can see here that some changes here, like not any big changes, but I can see some changes like navigation. Okay. Okay, it tried well. Let's see the main changes with its style.css. I mean our CSS file. Okay, let's see how it is going on. Okay, but it is writing those keywords. I'm problem solver. I'm a web developer. I'm a web designer. That looks fantastic. Okay. Okay. So writing by itself. Okay, let's expand it and see how it is going to work because it looks so cool while writing the things. Okay, accept changes and then it change accept changes. Wow, I can see the changes here already. Accept changes, then accept changes. All right, accept changes. Okay, okay. We accepted changes. So, is anything changes in JavaScript? Yes, it changed in JavaScript too. Okay, let's apply it and see the final results. Okay, so it's going to apply it. It's working super lightning first. When it was in early stage, it was not working like this part, but now it's working like really super fast. Okay, script.js. All right, so here is the final results. Like you can see here, it worked good on the hero section, but I don't think it worked any good in about me or projects content. But it tried hard to build stuffs and yep, that mode is working now. That's impressive. Okay, nice. I can say that it need to be more refined because it can't work good with the HTML6 and JavaScript. So I can't tell more about it. But the previous website builders were really good. But I can't say more about the GitHub Copilot. I think it's more refined version. Like it just worked on zero section and that's it. Nothing else. Skills projects, but the navbar looks pretty nice. Okay. So that's for the GitHub Copilot and everything. I know the video is going to be a little bit longer, but it's going to be worth it. So now we are in the Cursor ID. If you don't know, it is also a AI powered ID, and we open the same portfolio website which we built on the Microsoft's GitHub Copilot chat. But I want to see some changes. So let's say Cursor to improve the whole site. Okay. I am not going to okay, let me show you how I'm going to give you instructions. Improve the whole site. Okay. So that's what I think I should move it to here. Okay. That's perfect. Okay. So I said it to improve the whole site, nothing else. I just said it to improve the whole site and let's see. Okay. So there is no option we can add the whole code base to the cursor. So let's see how it is going to work. Okay. It is reading the our files into .html, script.js and style.css. And let's see how it is going to work. Okay, it started its work perfectly. Okay. Hamburger icon, hero section enhancement, nice skills enhancement, project section enhancement. That's great. Additional CSS improvements. Okay. We will see it after the applying the whole code. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it generated the whole file code base and applied to index.html. Okay, okay. So and I'm just going to click on apply on index.html and it's saying me to change this. Okay, accept the file. Okay, it did not change in. Yes, it changed it through. Okay, let's see the output of the our code. Like it did many enhancements, but don't how it is going to be work. Okay, that's nice. Accept file. Okay, let's see how it is going to work. Okay, so this is how it is the output of the cursor, and it added some new color gradients, and you can see that it's signing, and it just did some improvements here, but it did not focus on sections like about me or my skills, HTML, nothing much, and it working though that thing toggle is working perfectly, but it did not do something like I was expecting. But it tried well. Okay, so not bad. But the cursor is also good. GitHub Copilot side is also good. You should not depend completely on these code editors. So that's for it. Okay. All right, so we have talked about how AI is transforming web development by automating repetitive tasks, enhancing workflows, and empowering developers to focus on creativity and innovation. So we have explored tools like GitHub Copilot, Recruiter, and Cursor ID, and we also used the GitHub Copilot chat, and we have been see how trends like personalization and accessibility are shaping the future of the web. I hope you are walking away with a new perspective on what AI can do for you. My advice is so simple. Start with small and experiment with one or two AI tools in your next projects. See how they fit into your workflow and how they can make your work more efficient and enjoyable. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure sharing this time with you. And if you have any questions or want to continue the conversation, feel free to reach out. Let's keep learning and building together. All right. So, if you have any type of questions or anything like that, I would love to answer them. And what question do you have about an AI in your development? Or if you have already used in AI tools in your work, I would love to hear about from your experience. Let's discuss and learn from each other. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.